Okay, you want to start off with a sharp cleaver, and this has just got to be razor. Okay. All right, okay, I got a little bit of a cut. But that's okay, because remember, what we do with little cuts is we put them in the Italian dressing. That's good. All right, now we're going to be doing kind of a Cajun dish today, and that means we got to start off with a lot of Tabasco sauce. This has been sitting on the shelf for a few months, so you want to always check to make sure it's still potent.
The Painful Gourmet will not be seen tonight, so that we may bring you the following episode of Almost Live. It's Almost Live with me, Pat Cashman, Tracy Conway, Bob Nelson, Bill Stainton, Nancy Guppy, Steve Wilson, and Ed Wyatt, and starring John Keister. And our policy with regard to our studio audience is very simple. No shoes, no shirt, no show.
Excuse me, Pat.
Yeah?
Should we throw that guy out?
Which guy?
The one sitting over there in the front row?
You mean the one who's not wearing pants or underwear?
Yeah.
Well, he is wearing a shirt and shoes.
Yeah, but the shirt's on his head and the shoes are on his hands.
Yeah, but technically he's okay.
So let him stay?
Yeah, but make him take off his shoes or he'll screw up the applause.
Gotcha.
All right.
Yeah.
And now, here he is.
John.
Keister.
I lost a bet, all right? It's okay. Cougs! Well, you know, the thing... No. The thing is, yeah, the Cougars obviously had quite a game today, but the Huskies, they said it wasn't fair because WSU, they were using snowmobiles. Did you see the game? The Huskies, they forgot about that new Pac-10 rule that you can use up to 3 snowmobiles on offense, which... That really crippled them, but the real problem was that the Huskies, they were just too excited about the first snow of the season, and you might have saw this, instead of tackling, they were lying down making snow angels on the field. Did you see that? A lot of them. That was the problem. You know, defensive unit was over building snow forts on the sideline. But, when it's all said and done, the season, I think, really worked very well for everybody. The Huskies, they lost today, but they get to go to the Rose Bowl. And the Cougars won the Apple Cup, and that's just the kind of excitement they need to keep their minds off the fact that they live in Pullman. So, everybody, it's the best for everybody. Does wonders for their self-esteem over there in the Palouse. And another city that's feeling really good about itself these days is Tacoma. Now, I don't know if you know this, but there's a big facelift going on all over that city. The historic Union Station has been converted to a courthouse, and they're going to tear down the big smokestack on the Asarco smelter. Actually, they're going to blow it up. This is true. They're going to blow up the smokestack, and there's going to be a lottery to see who gets to throw the switch. See? A lot of people know that's true. I know it sounds like a joke, but it's true. I'm thinking they should just put a big bomb under Fife, and they'd sell a lot of tickets. They'd sell a lot of tickets. But anyway, the point is we're at the beginning of a Tacoma renaissance. There's going to be lots of improvements. There's going to be lots of improvements taking place over the next year. We've got a list of some of the things you can look forward to. For example, the infamous aroma of Tacoma will now be known as the Tacoma Bouquet. There will be directional signs out of town on every corner. This is great. Special drive-by shooting lanes on the roadways. By the way, you have 2 or more snipers per car on that. Bob's Java Jive will change its name to Bob's Latte Jive. They're going to cover up downtown with a mural of a really nice city. And finally, let Ivan the Gorilla loose and see what he can do. That's some of the things, just some of the things that our neighbors to the south, they're going to do to make their town more beautiful. Now, of course, up north in Linwood, it's always been a beautiful area, especially the people who live there. Now, how do they stay? How is it that they stay so naturally beautiful? Take a look.
Are you tired of the same old hair, the same old look, the same old you? What you need is a visit to the Linwood Beauty Academy. At the Linwood Beauty Academy, you'll learn all the secrets of those fabulous women you've always admired. We'll start with your hair and let you choose between the 3 basic styles: the poofed hair, the big scary hair, or the Linwood patented Walla Bangs. Next, we'll work the face using the time-tested trowel method of application. You can never have too much of a good thing, and that especially applies to a good foundation of makeup. Follow that up with a subtle dash of our specially blended eyeshadows, available in easy-to-use buckets that will last all week. We have 3 designer colors to choose from: blue, really, really, really blue, and not found in nature, only in Linwood blue. Add just the slightest touch of candy apple red lipstick, and you're ready to accessorize. First, we'll help you pick out your clothes, from the I'm feeling frisky top to the yes, I'm available shoes. Next, we have fingernails you can customize with classy pictures of bowling or even your boyfriend. Try on our earrings that look like beer cans and other cool things. And don't forget our famous perfume Super Pump. Choose from enticing aromas that have driven Linwood men crazy for years, like musk, strawberry, and slightly damp sheepskin seat cover. Just a little bit more. And the beauty of it all is that one look is good for almost any activity you can imagine, such as going with your boyfriend to an auto parts store, going with your boyfriend to see Megadeth, going with your boyfriend to his friend's house to watch American Gladiators. Congratulations, you did it.
Thank you. I feel as beautiful as those girls in the Whitesnake videos.
Uh-huh. Learn the head-turning secrets of the beautiful women of a nondescript suburb, right here at the Linwood Beauty Academy.
All right, stay with us. We've got a great show, including the worst girlfriend in the world, coming up.
Welcome to the Almost Live Community Calendar. Here's what's happening in your neighborhood. Wednesday in Eugene, Oregon, the Reformed Pot Smokers Therapy Group features a history lecture, What Happened Between 1968 and 1992. Thursday in Mercer Island, it's the annual Help Feed the Less Fortunate dinner. Anyone driving a Mercedes built in the 80s is welcome. And Friday in Centralia, it's the She Looked 16 Bail fundraiser. That's what's happening this week on Community Calendar.
And how are we gonna pay for it? Money doesn't grow on trees.
Were you born in a barn?
Close that door. Are you trying to heat the whole outdoors?
You have really disappointed your mother.
Crying is for sissies.
What were you thinking? You weren't thinking, were you?
It's time once again to play 1950s Dad. And here's your host, Cal Callison.
Hey, I'm Cal. Welcome to the show. First, let's meet our contestants. From Bellevue, he's a banker, has voted Republican for the last 27 years, and has the cleanest gutters in town. Mr. Kramer and his son, Gary.
That's us, and we're winners, right, son?
Okay. From Federal Way, he's a company man, lawn bowling champ, and loves a good potluck. Meet Mr. Swanson and his daughter, Joan.
You know, my daughter has never given me any reason to question her morals or her purity. I'm damn proud of her.
Good. And finally, from Bainbridge Island, he's an ad executive, wears Sansabelt slacks, and mixes one hell of a highball, Mr. Miller with his daughter, Kara.
Call me Bruce.
Dad.
Bradshaw says first names build intimacy, honey.
He went to a Bradshaw seminar last weekend.
Yeah, I got in touch with my inner child at that time.
Okay.
Great. That's great. Well, it's time to see just how well our dads' answers match up with what their kids say. Mr. Kramer, we'll start with you.
I'm ready.
Okay. When Gary tells you he loves you, how do you respond?
I let Gary know that I let him know how I feel about him.
Gary?
He gets nervous and asks if my carburetor needs adjusting, if I need an oil change, or if I have any heavy furniture that needs to be moved around.
Judges? Close enough. 10 points. Okay, Mr. Swanson, Joan tells you that she loves you, and you say what?
Well, I tell her that I'm proud of her, of course. Then I know she'll always make me proud of her, won't you?
Joan?
Proud.
Atta girl.
10 points.
Atta girl.
10 points. Bruce, same question.
Well, today I would tell Kara that I love her too, and that I would like to give her a safe and appropriate hug.
Kara, what does your dad say when you tell him you love him?
Cut the crap. How much money do you want this time?
Now, I've changed.
Okay, let's move on, please. When your kids were young and would ask for help on a school project, what would usually happen? Mr. Kramer.
I'd pitch in, and together we'd make that project a winner. Right, son?
Gary?
He'd be relieved that we could spend the whole evening just talking about tools.
No, sorry. Mr. Swanson, what happened when Joan asked for your help on a school project?
My Joni's a good girl, and I'm proud of her.
Joan?
Proud.
10 more points. You're in the lead. Okay, Bruce, Kara needs your help on a school project.
Today, I would tell Kara that I was honored that she would want me to share in the experience with her.
Kara?
He'd get pissed because helping me meant he couldn't drink and watch TV all night. Then he'd push me out of the way, do it himself, and would put his fist through the wall when I didn't get an A.
That was the old me, and may I say that
You've changed. Yes, you've changed. We know. Okay. It's time for our lightning round worth 25 points. Here we go. Dads, how do you express your feelings? Now that word again, dads, is feelings. F-E-E-L-I-N-G-S. Mr. Kramer.
I keep my nose to the grindstone, a stiff upper lip. I pull myself up by my bootstraps, and I don't expect life to hand me anything on a silver platter.
Okay. Gary, how did you say your dad expresses his feelings?
He secretly prances around the kitchen late at night, dressed in a black lace teddy and spiked pumps with rhinestone heels.
Interesting. Not quite what we were looking for. Mr. Swanson.
Oh, same as him.
Ah, nose to the grindstone, stiff upper lip?
No, actually, the other part. Your mother and I have kind of an agreement.
Bruce, Bruce, you could win it all right here. How do you express your feelings?
Well, recently I was able to express my feelings by achieving closure in a long-term relationship. I bought a vehicle that is more in keeping with who I am, and I've become open to finding an appropriate life companion.
Kara?
He dumped my mom, bought a red Camaro, and is constantly hitting on my friends.
Yes, you did it! Bruce and Kara have won the grand prize of a year in intensive family therapy. Well, that's all the time we have today. Join us again for more fun on 1950s Dad. See you then.
I don't need any of the stinking therapy.
Welcome to the Almost Live Community Calendar. Here's what's happening in your neighborhood. Sunday at Green River Community College, there will be a seminar, Vietnam in the post-war era and how Rambo kicked butt. Monday at the truck stop in Fife, it's the Let's Compare Scars mixer. And Wednesday at Orting High School, it's Parents' Night. Come punch out a teacher who's flunking your kid or burn a book you think is too liberal. That's what's happening this week on Community Calendar.
Babe, I got it done. What do you think?
I wanted it on the other arm.
I can do that. I can do that.
It's time once again for the worst girlfriend in the world.
She's the worst girlfriend you've ever had. Every time you think about it, you get mad. The worst girlfriend in the world. A psycho bitch from hell, yes, that's the girl. The worst girlfriend, you know it's true. She thinks it's funny, but the joke's on you. She's the worst girlfriend in the world.
Tonight on The Worst Girlfriend in the World, the worst girlfriend joins the band.
You act like you don't care.
I do care.
Well, then why is it I never see you anymore?
Jason, come on, we're on in a minute,
Okay,
man.
all right,
Come on,
you see,
all right.
you've always got some stupid concert or some other thing to do other than me.
There's 15,000 people out there waiting for
Fine,
us.
15,000 strangers more important than me.
Come on, man, there's gonna be a
Oh, my
riot.
God,
Come
just
on.
don't you go to your stupid thing with
No. Oh, yes. Oh,
Did you like that, babe?
yeah.
Want to do something for me?
Anything.
I want to sing in the band.
What?
Yeah. I'm going to sing in the band.
Oh. Well.
How come she gets to sing?
Babe.
What?
You gotta pull back just a little bit.
I know. What? You think I can't do this?
No.
That's what it
but-
sounds like to
no,
me. You
you're
think I can't do this?
No, you gotta kind of listen to the music as you harmonize with it.
You know, if you'd written better music, maybe this wouldn't happen.
How come she gets to
Okay.
sing?
When you hear that sound, you wait a beat, then come in with your vote.
I know.
Wait. How come she gets to sing? Huh?
It's my turn to sing. I am the best singer in this band.
Oh, you would get great.
Yeah, I'm a vital member of this band. And people come here to see me all
Let
the
me
time.
finish the song. If you'll just
Look
chill
at me,
out,
you
I'll
jerk.
finish the
Chill
song.
out. You chill out. You chill out. For a minute, you jerk. I'm out of here.
Wait, no. Hey, man, can you take this thing off? Oh, my God. Oh.
She's the worst girlfriend in the world.
Good evening and welcome to the John Report. I'm John. Here's my report. A SeaTac apartment building had to be evacuated this week because of mysterious fumes that no one could recognize. Residents were only allowed back in after an out-of-town visitor identified the smell as soap. At a news conference Monday, Bend, Oregon's commissioner referred to California immigrants as locusts. He then encouraged local citizens to stamp on them and watch their guts squish out. Seattle Mariner Kevin Mitchell said he didn't learn he'd been traded until after a friend called him late Wednesday night. A Mariner spokesman said, quote, "We would have called him earlier, but everybody knows that Wednesday is the night Kevin gets all dressed up to go out and pick fights." Well, Playboy magazine's Miss December, Barbara Moore, spent her formative years growing up in Monroe. Monroe residents are shocked, admitting that as the only woman in town without tattoos, they never really found her that attractive. Seafirst Bank is offering University of Washington Husky checks. The bank says the checks are a real time saver as they're already made out to Billy Joe Hobart. Well, Hanford Nuclear Reservation has become one of the nation's largest wildlife refuges and is now home of many bald eagles. Wildlife experts have also spotted lots of bald deer, bald elk, bald jackrabbits. A Yakima artist says that his city needs a signature structure like the Space Needle. He has proposed a two-story McDonald's. Finally, Victoria, British Columbia is the only city on the West Coast that still flushes its raw, untreated sewage directly into the ocean. Commenting on this, Seattle officials said those Canadians think their sewage doesn't stink. This has been the John Report. Thank you. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Almost Live Community Calendar. Here's what's happening in your neighborhood. Monday, Bellingham hosts the virtual reality triathlon with competition in frisbee, hacky sack, and wandering in a stupor. Wednesday, the Medina Women's League will sponsor its annual fundraiser, the Bachelors with Slight Blemishes and Irregularities Auction. And Saturday in Spokane, it's the Leg-Humping Dogs Kennel Show. That's what's happening this week on Community Calendar.
Well, I'm afraid that's just about it for this week. You know, if you thought it was fun watching the show from your home, just imagine how much more fun it is in this very room here. Call this number for tickets. Congratulations, Cougs. Happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you.
Promotional consideration for Almost Live provided by Pizzeria Pagliacci, featuring traditional and gourmet pizza by the slum. Pizzeria Pagliacci, rated Seattle's best pizza.